You know what? I was so caught up on Noctis that I totally forgot all the other bad gameplay decisions. About all the other bad gameplay decisions, right? I don't know how I did that, so here's part two. Okay, so I'm gonna go into a little bit more of the extra stuff, like back to the whole how gameplay feels very slow and heavy. Okay, when I say slow and heavy, I mean like really slow and heavy, as in like movements in general, not just how Noctis fights. Noctis is like, what is the point of having a stamina bar in an open world game? Like really, like what's the point of that, other than to like slow you down? It's like it's like he doesn't even move that fast when he sprints because you can literally like jump faster than you can sprint. So it's kind of like, what's even the point? I don't know. It's just like for games like this, for stuff that's not like Dark Souls or Bloodborne or those kind of action RPGs, it's like stamina bars are just like the bane of existence. It's like why? But other than that, it's like what else? Magic. Magic is really disappointing in this game. Like, whose idea was it to make it so that magic, one of the main staples in the game, in the series, right, gets reduced to being like these useless like grenades? And it's like, I say useless, like yeah, I know they're like really powerful, but it's like all like the whole plethora of spells in the Final Fantasy series, and you only make it so that we can use fire, ice, and lightning. Like all these other spells, all these other cool spells out here, like Noctis can't use them. It's like why? That doesn't make any sense. Like, and it's like, oh, it's so dumb because it's like maybe that would be a little more forgivable if it wasn't for the fact that you do there's friendly fire on here for some Lord knows why. Like why would you make it so that you can hurt yourself and your allies using magic? Like, and they try to give it some like excuse in the game, like, oh, magic is it doesn't discriminate against friend or foe. So it's like it's so dumb. Like, come on, it's a game. It's a game, okay? It's a game. Like, you don't have to do that. You have to get like an item to turn off friendly fire. It's like if you were gonna give us an item in the first place, then it's like why? Ugh, what else? What else? Uh, uh, oh yeah, health. The way health works in this game. Sorry about that long pause. I'm trying to gather my thoughts, y'all. But the way health works in this game is ridiculous. Like I've personally never seen a health system like this, where it's like, whose idea was it to make where you basically can't die as long as you have potions? Like it's so ridiculous. Like people joke about this, but it's like it's true. Like you can't die in this game if you have potions. Like that's not fun. Like there's no challenge. It's like as long as I got potions, all I gotta do is like just hope I don't run out of potions before I can deal enough damage and beat the boss or beat the enemies or whatever. And it's like how hard would it have been to just balance that stuff out to where you don't get like one shot and then have to take a freaking phoenix down like the way the health system in this game works is so ludicrous. Ah, uh, the way MP works isn't much better. It's so weird. You gotta duck behind a rock and go flee off to hanging on a tower or some junk like that. Where it's like how hard was it just to make it so that these two basic things in video games work like how they're supposed to? Like it's not different. It's not innovative the way that it works in this game. It's just annoying and frankly bad game design. In my opinion, Uh, what else? What else? What else in this game? I feel pretty. I can find something. Mm, the car is pretty pointless. I mean, the car serves its purpose. You drive from one point to another. Some people complain. It would have been cool if we could just, traditionally travel from place to place. Uh, then there's that. What else? Uh, the way that dodging works, they could have did a much better job with that. Like the fact that all you got to do is just hold down the square button, like there's no timing involved, is like pretty, pretty poor. Cause like yeah, Noctis has the ability to like phase, and I feel like if they could have implemented that in a much more effective way, like if you press square at the right time, then that activates the phase ability, and you can get a counter off or something. It's like no, you just hold it down, and at the cost of some MP, you phase through literally everything. Pretty much making like dodge roll pointless if you have enough MP. So it's like, ugh. What else? What else? What else? Mm, what else? What else? What else? Comrades. The multiplayer DLC Comrades. It it doesn't make sense because my problem with Comrades kind of like it just ties in with like my problems with like lore and story stuff. So I'll have to get to that later, but I just don't. It just doesn't make sense how in Comrades you get all this like magic that you can use, but it's like Noctis is like stuck with friendly fire grenades and all this nonsense. Like it doesn't make sense. Like ah, let me see what else. What else can I think of that this game did wrong, gameplay wise? 'Cause I can think of a lot of other stuff. Mm, well, gameplay wise, I don't think I can really think of anything else other than there's like side missions and whatnot, but that's not really like in the realm of what I'm talking about when it comes to gameplay. So it's like I guess I'll get to that at another time, maybe. I don't know. But it's like I really want to start talking about the story stuff. I just wanted to throw this extra gameplay thoughts, criticisms in there because I forgot to put it in the first part. So, all right, on to story, lore stuff because that's a big one. Yeah.